Brought to you by Standard Bank, the bank for entrepreneurs.
When choosing an asset that's fit for purpose, one, you need to understand the contract, the hours that you'll be running, and the types of units that are needed. Secondly, you should look at the brands that you'll be buying, but what you need to understand is what is the warranty, what are the service intervals, and whether or not that asset's fit for purpose. Most of the suppliers in the industry will consult with you and will give you that advice, and it's good to shop around to make sure that you get the best price. When considering whether you should lease or whether you should outrightly buy the assets, it's important that you also understand what the terms of the lease are. So if you happen to find a supplier that is willing to lease it to you, it's important that you understand what the clauses of the lease are, what are the hour restrictions, and what the excess hours you will be billed for. When purchasing a piece of equipment outright, it's important that you understand what term you'll be taking it over, if you're able to put a deposit in, and what the interest rate is. That way you're able to afford your installment for the duration of your contract. When deciding whether you should buy new or used, if your contract does not allow you to afford new, then when you move into the used market, make sure that you understand who the supplier of the used goods is, whether the warranty of the new asset which is now used is carried forward, or whether there's a new warranty, what are the service intervals, and how many hours that piece of equipment has done. Any piece of equipment that has excess hours on it is likely to have more breakdowns and will be more costly in the long term. Standard Bank would assist you in your journey of picking your asset by having a look at, one, your contract, understanding what the terms of that contract is. Secondly, we'd look at what equipment you're looking to purchase, and we have a list of suppliers that are pre-approved by the bank, so we'd understand who your supplier is, what sort of warranties they've had before. And thirdly, what we would look at is the application of that asset, whether it's fit for purpose, are you able to use it for what it's intended for, and whether or not you're able to afford that asset.
Brought to you by Standard Bank, the bank for entrepreneurs. Standard Bank. Moving forward.